Hello, Clarice. What's up, Taro? Hi, friends. So we talked last night in the stream about accountability and doing body doubling. So I'm here to do yoga. If that bores you, well, goodbye. That's okay. Yeah, Taro, it's like a cool little video that was actually on Restream. I'm using my Restream account, but I decided that I was gonna do, what's up, friend? Some yoga, and then we'll do a short live Q&A because I have I have a um, appointment at the Makerspace at the Central Library in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you didn't know, the Central Library in Tulsa, Oklahoma has a free makerspace. If you go there, you can sign up to do a little orientation. It's basically like Fab Lab, but free. The only caveat is if people are using the machines or have scheduled to use the machines, you have to schedule your time. But I have no capability of doing vector math, and I have a 3D printer that Wicked Grin Studios helped me fix the other day. Thank you, Sam, for helping me. And so we're going to be making some merch today at some point for myself and my band. And I'm going to go to the Makerspace and get help with converting a flat image into an SVG file, which can then be turned into an STL file and printed on a 3D printer. If you don't understand anything I just said, well, I got to do a thing to make a thing so we can make a thing. Word. But yoga first. Also, I took a bunch of supplements this morning, and I know you can't see, but I'm having some kind of reaction to one of them, which doesn't surprise me at all. But I came here to be accountable. If you're watching me on different platforms, hello. Hi, I'm Susie, aka Spectre. I do stuff and things, a lot of stuff and things. It does look like supposedly everything is working, so hopefully you can see me. But yeah, we just out here, we're gonna start with some yoga. And honestly, this is new, me using the Restream Studio, so I don't know how it's gonna go. You guys let me know if I could turn on some music. It has music that comes with it. I don't know if that would make you feel good or not. But I would like to reiterate, if you are talking to me, yes, Dracon, you're very smart and do cool things, so I'm not surprised. But if you guys are trying to chat me on Facebook or anything other than Twitch or YouTube right now, I cannot see you. I cannot see you in the chat. Also, Restream doesn't let me do overlays unless they're already an image that you can overlay. So unfortunately, none of my pay stuff is up. But whatever. We out here trying to do yoga, friends. In fact, I forgot the most important part. I gotta set the stage. We gotta be incensing up in her. I don't breathe regular air. I know that Taro's not a huge fan of the Nag Champa, but I do be liking that smell. I just burn other things. I couldn't remember. The other day someone told me they didn't like the smell of pinyon wood either, and I was like, what? What you talking about, Willis? But yeah, I am in bad shape. I am hurting a great deal. And we came out here saying we were going to do some accountability stream. So we out here about to do some yoga. If anyone has questions they want to ask me during yoga, once again, if you have, yeah, yoga time. Tara says I will live. Yes. If you have questions and you are following me on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, I cannot see your chats, unfortunately. Restream does not allow me to see it right now. All I have the ability to see in chat is YouTube and Twitch. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I pay them $50 a month. I don't know why the chat systems for those things are not integrated. I don't know, man. I big try. All right. I use this app on my phone that I've been using for years. I wonder if it'll let me show it to you. Yoga. What the heck? So it's called Yoga Studio. I have an iPhone. It's that green one with the little star there. Yoga Studio. It's $10 a month for the not free version. Been using it for years. I don't know. It's simple and easy. They have expanded exponentially over time. In fact, I've been using it since pre-pandemic, I think. So they have a lot of options. They have a lot of options for different people, different body types, different levels. So I don't get paid by them. They should pay me for advertising. I don't know. We're going to start with beginner essentials. I kind of want to do relaxation. Let me see what this is. Yeah, we probably need this in our lives. It ain't got no plow pose. Do we have plow? Oh, we do. Half shoulder stand. All right, we in it to win it, kids. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you want music. Standing mountain pose. Should we try some music? Also, part of this, you're not going to be able to see me because I'll be standing. But it is what it is. Well, hello, friend. Let me see how we feel about music, and then I will answer your question. I'm trying to find, let's see. No. Oh. Also, let me know if you guys can hear that. Seems pretty chill. So, for those of you who don't know, I am an MC for Tokyo OK, and basically I had a great time this year. Oh no, we can't see me at all. That's okay. I had a great time this year. Okay. You'll have to let me know if it's any good. Tokyo OK was great. I had a great time. I saw all my friends. I was big happy to be there. It made me remember why I did it in the first place. I feel like it was the best year I've ever had. And No, you didn't make her stand in mountain pose for a full ass minute, bro. It's been a really long time since I felt like good and confident. I didn't have a lot of drop like I normally do afterwards. I do be having drop after the con, and it happens. You know, it's just a thing. It'd be what is occurring? I do not understand you, Tato. Hold on a second. It keeps like stopping. F up, bro. This is so weird. Man, this happens to me every single time. This is like a whole thing where I start to mess up electronics. Yep, it's doing it again. Well then, I guess we gonna be having problems every second of the day. Yeah. Gonna see if it goes dark again. Looks like it's still working. So, after the convention, a lot of the times I will get a lot of anxiety. I'll talk about like, what did I say? What was I doing? How was I? You know, did I do a crappy job? Was I doing all the things I should have done? That kind of stuff. I'm gonna turn her voice up a little bit. Maybe it's. Tell me if it's bothering me. Well, sweet Alabaster Jones, the term drop is actually it's actually from the spicy community. By spicy, I mean like adult things. The idea is when you've had a lot of endorphin and adrenalines and you have had a lot of good feelings, and then all of a sudden at the end you don't have the kind of like aftercare that you need. It will make you feel a sense of drop. It's kind of like when you have an adrenaline rush, or if you have like a negative response to PTSD or something, and then afterwards you kind of crash because you have all those chemicals. But we talk about how after big events, especially people with anxiety, you have a lot of recalling, like, what did I say? What did I do? Oh. How was I acting? How were my reactions? Did I, like, I know one thing I've been dwelling on is I got into a mode where I was hugging people and I gave someone a hug without asking for their consent. And I could tell that they were, because I, as the MC, the way that people treat me, a lot of younger people do better with it, but people don't always ask consent, and considering my place in the community, that's just something, and you know, I do remind people to ask, but for people who can read body language, there's a lot of they, usually with people you can tell. I do also have friends that I will ask consent every time, and they'll say, "You don't have to ask me for consent every time." And I'm like, okay, well, I apologize, but I might continue to ask just in case. Because I have trouble sometimes. But regardless, I basically have been dwelling on the fact that I did that because I'm usually really, really, really careful. And it was fine right afterwards, and it was okay, and we're okay. It upset me, and I've been trying to let it go. But it's been kind of an obsessive thought. I always laugh at her saying, "Value the stillness, not treat those things." I look like I ain't got no head. But yeah, Tokyo OK was really fun. There was an issue at one point during the costume contest, and some of the people that were in the Discord that were upset with how the costume contest went. It's usually a 2-hour affair, and it can be a lot. One thing I've come to remember is that 90% of the people that whine about things or feel upset about things don't have any cognizance as to how things are run in the behind the scenes. They have no idea what it's like to put on something that big. They have no cognizance of the inner machinations of what it takes to, for instance, fill a room with 300 people for a costume contest. And in essence, there was some people who were not happy about the costume contest. I was not in the Discord at the time physically whenever their comments were made, but they were brought to my attention. And we did address the people who were upset and attempted to do it, respectfully. But it did hurt me a little bit in my heart, the things that they said. But, what do you do? There's not much that can be done sometimes. Yeah, his personalities definitely. I think, well, and it's a lot, it's hard, and I've seen it every year, like, when you put your heart and soul into cosplaying and then decide to, put your vulnerability out there, it can be a lot for some people. And when you do, I went to a pageant this year and got last place, and to be honest, there's only like 5 or 6 people in my category, but I only lost by 2 points. And to be honest, getting last place didn't upset me as much as my talent failing as bad as it failed. And so I had to let that go. Very long. Easter. Yeah. I can't sit on my knees like that. But a lot of the time when it comes to pain and anxiety over interactions in public with other humans, I try to remind myself a lot of it is my own feelings.
in my head that I've created. It has a lot more to do with my own perceptions of life as opposed to reality. I would never want to invalidate the feelings that those people in the convention, in the costume contest had. But I also know if they had understood what was going on, like the inner machinations of the behind the scenes, like how things were being handled and why, they would not have made those comments. And so I give them grace because they don't know. And that's okay because people aren't supposed to know. It's part of it. Balls. I love these skeleton pants. I had them for a costume when we did Around the World for 90s party. Where me and my friend were the skeletons. And I love them, but I want more, I would like to have more skeletons. Today has been an exceedingly strange day, filled with drama and anxiety already. And, so it's been kind of hard. And all of the yoga should help, hopefully. Boy, howdy. Trying not to scratch all the skin off my face because I'm having some kind of reaction to whatever supplements I took today, and I started a new regimen. But I don't know what it is that's causing the reaction, so unfortunately, I don't have the ability to figure that out right now. Oh, caterpillars, balls. Also, some of the names for things. Yes, I know. This one's harder for me. I'm so used to placing my chest towards my ankles to an extent in order to gain distance and also flexibility. This is like a totally different subset. And it's hard for me because I don't want to hurt my neck. Any upcoming fall events that well, yes and no. I haven't actually been booked all the way for October, which is not necessarily surprising to me, but it's definitely something I need to work on. Not what I just did. Also, don't ever do any of this unless you have experience. I am in a bind financially. All of the different industries that I'm in monetarily are dried up right now. Ugh, I'm old. Everything kind of stopped all at once.
and it's definitely been hard. Also, like not being able to be consistent at the gym. Like I was working out 5 days a week, and I stopped being able to do that with the heat and like how stressful shit is. I haven't been able to go, but I'm doing this today. I also hate this. Ha! What's up, friends? I'm just yoga, bro. I say bro colloquially and in the non-genderized statement, bro. I'm looking forward to Wasteland Weekend if I can make it. I have an application that I'm going to submit for dancing at one week. Oh, I guess I could tell you guys, I did, however, submit an application for part of a Mexi calendar, and you are looking at the Miss October 2026. Hell yeah. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. The theme is technically Halloween for October, and so I'm trying to figure out what to do, but if anybody has good ideas. I have like 50 billion ideas, but we're trying to keep it with the Halloween theme. Also, that's one of the reasons I've been trying to like get back into shape a little bit. Not having a consistent schedule is really hard for me, because it would be so much easier to be like, okay, every day I'm going to go to the gym. I eat, like when I had a consistent schedule for a while, I would get up, I would drink pre-workout and water and supplements, a little bit of caffeine, go to the gym, then go to work. And it was great. And I did that 5 days a week. And then when my schedule changed, I started going at night. And at the time, I was going to a 24-hour gym, a private gym that was great. So I could do that. Now, oh my god, that was I have damage and stuff down here from like wearing really heavy tool belts and all kinds of stuff. And sitting at a computer and shit, having like the dongle supposed to hang on that. Like, but I haven't had a consistent schedule, and with the heat the way it is, and also I've been going with a partner, gym partner, not life partner. Like, syncing up schedules and being able to go and trying to go when there's not 10,000 million people is a lot. So, we're doing this. Also, I have been gifted some dumbbells, and so I have those, and they're a varying weight. I'm not sure what I don't even know what the max is on those. Oh my goodness gracious. Also, if you guys notice, like, I haven't stretched out in a minute, and I just did cloud pose. I think part of that is from having possibly Ehlers-Danlos. I took this test recently in the hopes of figuring out why I am the way I am. It's the tertiary, I call it like the top level test for this. This thing is already getting drained. Sucks. Should have just used my phone. Well, I might lose you guys. Sorry. I have it plugged in. I don't know why it's draining so fast. I also have it on low power mode, so that's annoying. But, I did the test for Ehlers-Danlos. They say you have like 5 out of 10. That's the problem. I ain't got a 9. One of the things I probably could have had a 10, but I don't really know. I don't feel like I have the skin aspect of Ehlers-Danlos that most common subtypes have. But yeah. I'm really sad about the power thing. In fact, you know what? Do this. I'm gonna do something real quick. See how. Hold on. Sure, that's a great view. Sometimes certain accessories plugged in a certain way. Hey, you go in your home, sir. Shit. No. Here we go. The yoga. What kind of calendar? A Smexy calendar. Calendar of Smexy things. I don't know. I plugged it in, but we're at 6% and it's fast draining. We got another 10 minutes on the yoga thing, so we'll see. If I lose you guys, I'm sorry. Oh, it's going back up. Yeah. Banana pose. I was laughing. Do this and go. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Banana pose. I guess that accessory is not happening anymore. Maybe I need to get it. Anyway, it's gonna be a Smexy calendar, and it's put on by one of the burlesque groups in town. I'm kind of not like releasing the whole statement about it yet because I'm thinking that like they've already confirmed it, but I'm just waiting for like confirmation. But regardless, that's exciting. I just did makeup for like that thing, which is really fun. I cannot wait to see those photos. I did, however, have a slight meltdown while I was there. I had giant imposter syndrome because we only had a couple of hours to shoot everything, and I underestimated what I would be able to accomplish with the amount of people and the materials and stuff that I had. Because we had a lot of people who needed regular promo shots. Shots had to be done in their regular clothes, looking regular as their character. Then we had to identify them. And I hadn't done a group that big before with that kind of time constraint, dealing with like facial hair and you know, people having long blonde or short hair, or big or small faces. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And so the producer, one of them is a friend of mine, and also is would tell me, you know, if they felt like they weren't happy with what they were getting. But I feel like I could have done better work, and it was a good learning experience for me. So now I'm going to be able to streamline the process. For those of you who are OG in the Twitch stream, and by the way, just for you, if you're following on anything other than YouTube or Twitch right now, I can't get your messages. So sorry. We're using Restream Studio. That part of chat's not here. But regardless, if you guys are from the OG stream, no, back in the times I was doing my Graphtopia walk around airbrush videos, and I'm probably going to have to get that guy out. Exciting for me, but also like it's a lot. Doing a tech rehearsal for all of this, and having 7 people that I need to turn into dead zombies on the fly is a lot. So, but we're gonna make it work. And I had a great time, and everybody was super chill. I also was like really paranoid about looking professional, so I did like weird roll bangs because like I wanted my hair out of my face, but I was having like severe dysmorphia that morning, so I was like, all right, I gotta like dress up and look semi-professional because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know who was in the cast, so I wasn't sure who's going to be there. And I wanted to make sure that I was presenting a good example for my friend who asked me to do the job. And so I get there, though, and there were a lot of people. There were some people I knew, so I was excited about that. Goddess pose, I hate you. My pelvis is curled inward slightly. It's like not it's not like a rare thing, but it is a thing because it prevented me from being able to do a lot of dance stuff in my life. And my hips are tight all the time, and so doing stuff like this, anything that's a hip opener, my body is like, why? But it'd be like that sometimes. It's funny because when I do Wasteland Weekend, like, I still have to do yoga in the mornings, and it is such a pain to figure it out because the sun is slowly rising, and even when you put down a mat, like, the stand is filled with pricklies, and it's just a lot. Hot as balls, and then it's cold as balls. But somebody had asked earlier if I'm looking forward to anything this fall. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but hopefully if I get to go, I will be opening a sideshow act for one of my favorite magicians and illusionists of all time. I will hopefully soon be live performing with a metal band. I will be doing horror makeup. My August and September is turning out to be thin, but my biggest issue is most of this stuff doesn't pay, or does, but not enough for me to sustain life. So I also still have to work. Everything is balls sometimes. That's okay. It'll get better. I'm very frustrated. But today, back shortly. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I'm gonna go to the free makerspace at the Central Library in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Travel down there. So I can use their makerspace for free. They're gonna help me kind of turn some stuff into a cool STL file so I can print some stuff. Yay, STL file. My friend from Wicked Grin Studios, Spam Boy, Sam Bell, he helped me fix the Ender 3 that was given to me. And hopefully, shortly, I'll be able to send you guys some stuff. I also started fixing my Redbubble, so I should have merch. Ugh. Are we just in corpse pose for the rest of this? Yep, I've been feeling relaxed, bro. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Oh boy. Okay, well, we did it, pretty much. If I can hold this back up a little bit. Calendar through an org or 1 year publishing? It is being published by a burlesque company in town. They do events, cool people, awesome art, big love of it. We go to a few of the groups that do morning yoga at Wasteland. I do like the sip and namasip. Let's see. Turn this down. I do like going to yoga at Wasteland. I think it's fun. My neighbor's yelling. I like going to Wayside Yoga. I think it's really fun. I missed it this year. I mostly did yoga on my own because I had to get up early in order to do it. I am deathly allergic to the sun, and it is getting worse every day. Like, the older I get, it's getting worse. In fact, this year, one of the contingencies of me even being able to go to Wasteland is contingent on the fact that I need to be able to create 2 new bodysuits for my entire body. Ugh, it's trying to rip off all my skin. I've been going to the gym, I've been working out, I've been lifting weights. I'm trying to get back into yoga, as you're watching me do right now. But I didn't have the capability of going where they were going to hold yoga. At least one of the groups I saw, they were just in the open sun, and I can't do that. I can do it whenever they did, Wasted Saints did it, Tipsy Yoga or whatever it was, hung up for morning yoga or whatever. I was able to go to that because it was in a covered area that had shade, and I'm hoping, I've got a million hoods, you know, like, to be out there, but I'm hoping that I can get some shirts and some pants in order to make full body coverage for me for out there. It does make me sad. I did like wearing my sexy cool things that I made that were a little more skin revealing, and also I just like the opportunity to be as naked as I want to be because nudity to me is an expression of taking control over my autonomy. It makes me feel comfortable, and I just can't do it like other people because I die. So the sun wants me to die. The funny thing is, so if you want to catch my pasty ass at the Mojave sunlight, you gotta have a wasted umbrella. Yeah, no, I do. Actually, it's sitting over there. I was given it at the first Atomic Falls, and it's pretty great. Um, it feels so weird looking at myself right now because I'm so much bigger. I've gained so much weight, and I'm like in the dirty bulk right now. Like I don't do macros, but I keep looking at myself like, what the fuck? Um, definitely see that I'm much bigger in my arms and back and stuff, but I also have gut now, and it sucks. So today is the first step in trying to focus on getting rid of that. But we did it. We did a half an hour, you guys. Made it. Wasteland is. We were talking about this last night in the stream, but Wasteland Weekend for me is one of my free trials of the year. Tokyo OK is one of them. Wasteland is another. And then basically the entire month of October. These are all like what I call my trials. Wasteland, I conquered the sun. Tokyo OK, I shatter my ego. And October, I empower myself. Because when I say shatter my ego, I don't mean that in an egotistic way. I mean that in like the id sense, like the archetypal, give me an archetype way. Because honestly, it's really stressful trying to talk in front of like 300 people. So cute, you conquered. Yeah. Yeah. It's just hard. It's scary. Trying to, make all that work. And when you can't, it gets frustrating and terrifying. Being on stage talking in front of like 300 people in a room is terrifying. I actually feel more comfortable doing burlesque than I do singing half the time. Because one of those things I have many years of experience in, but also it's not my voice. And I feel more vulnerable when I'm talking like that, especially if I just have to be on. My queen and king friends call it being on, like when you're basically like, oh, you gotta be on, like you gotta be dealing with 17 people around you, making sure you retain information, getting the next person on, getting whatever person off, and then also funny or whatever. Going in between this year we had vodka for our charity, and going in between being serious and heavy and also like trying to make fun of stuff is a lot. So I just spend a lot of time afterwards being like, oh my god, what did I say? But it's okay. It's okay. Once again, if you're joining me on multiple platforms, hello, my name's but if you're joining me anywhere other than hi friends that are in, if you're joining me anywhere other than Twitch or YouTube, I can't see your chats. So sorry. It sucks. Hi friends. Sorry, I can't see the chat normally when I do restream. I can only see I feel like I'm. But yeah. Also, it doesn't look like I'm live right now on Instagram, which pisses me off because that's all the stuff you're supposed to do. But whatever. Let's see about the But yeah, I heard power went out at the hotel this year as well. It did momentarily one day in the morning, but I didn't really experience a whole lot from that because it was so short-lived. Of course, it's always redonkulous when it's balls hot outside, and it has been balls hot outside, guys. It is balls hot. It's been in the 90s with the heat index being in the hundreds, but for me, the funny thing is, and this is one of our tribe mates asked me, what app are you using to find the UV during the day when we were at Wasteland Weekend? I was like, my skin. I literally just I can get sunburned off the reflection of shiny concrete. I have been sunburned through a peephole that was installed backwards. I have been sunburned standing too close to a car while I was under a shade structure that was reflective. I will get burned by thinking about the sun. I will probably get burned standing too close to a picture of the sun. But the UV right now is fucking ridiculous because it's also humid as fuck. So I'm basically just under a giant magnifying glass of UV, which I'm so cool story, bro. Good times. All of the vampire's weaknesses. I should have, you know what? I've just decided that since I have their weaknesses, I should get some of their powers. I should get vampire powers now. That's just a thing. But yeah, things have been a lot, but I'm doing a ton, and this is going to be my biggest year yet, so I'm really excited. Also, I got to perhaps a little trapezius going. And that's weird, because occasionally I'll look at my neck or something, I'll go, what? But right now I feel kind of not good in my skin. I feel like too big. And there are parts of me I'm excited about, and parts of me that I'm like, why are my calves like that? But there are other parts of me that I'm still not happy about. So I'm just trying to be okay with the progress. It's been over a year now since I started lifting weights. But there have been times where I got sick as fuck. I got RSV and then Noro, like right next to each other. And I had a friend come and like had to give me fluids. Like that's how bad it was. And I didn't work out during that time. So that sucked. But regardless, I big love of y'all. Thank you for joining me. I will probably be streaming later. My Twitch fam has told me they don't mind. They're interested in seeing me do body doubling streams. I'm actually thinking about tonight. I haven't decided yet, but I'm working on promotional material for my band. So I'm thinking about sharing that process with you all if you guys are interested in that. Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, I think tonight we have a good edit of the song. We are still looking for a drummer, so that's fun. But otherwise, if you guys are interested, I will show you the process of what it's like trying to make promotional materials for my metal band and reveal some of the music that we have been working on tonight. So, that being said, I love all of you all dearly. I hope that wherever you go, whatever you do, you dance, even if it's just in your heart. I'm going to go to an appointment now so I can make some cool files for my band. And a big love from all of y'all's faces. Okay, love you. Bye. Be good to each other. Be kind to yourself. Drink some water. All of you drink some water, right? You drink some water. Do this.